This spring, state lawmakers appropriated a large pot of money for the governor to help people struggling to make it in the pandemic. But as our political editor Dennis Welch shows us, most of that money has not been spent, leading some to question whether the governor should be doing more.
And before the state legislature adjourned for the year, they appropriated $50 million for the governor to use in response to the coronavirus. Now, 4 months later, with record unemployment, surging cases, and businesses struggling to stay open, most of that money, nearly 2/3 of it, remains unspent.
I think the question becomes, why isn't that money going out?
Democratic Representative Kristen Engel was one of the lawmakers who backed the coronavirus response fund back in March. The money aims to help small businesses, food banks, and offer rental assistance to those who need it and fund other essential services. The governor has tapped about $17 million so far for homeless shelters, hospitals, and other programs and charities. But a majority of the fund, $33 million, remains unspent.
I think it seems to me is that the state is just not doing its job. It's not responding.
The governor's office responded to the criticism with a statement that reads in part, "We know there will be a continued need for resources throughout this pandemic, and we continue to work with our local and federal partners, hospitals, nonprofit organizations, and to get those resources to those in our communities."
This is not an isolated instance. We've also seen this in the rollout of unemployment insurance. Weeks and weeks that people have been waiting for those benefits.
The governor's office also defending itself by pointing to $5.7 billion that has been spent on unemployment insurance. But it's worth pointing out that most of that money comes from the federal government. In Phoenix, Dennis Welch, Arizona's Family.